Hello. I wanted to talk today about the idea of not giving up. When I was in second grade, I gave up on life. Just, it was just, I remember the direction I was looking. I was looking northwest out on the schoolyard field. And I remember just thinking, nothing's ever going to happen to this. Nothing's ever going to happen here. I'm going to be nobody, and I'm going to do nothing. And so I just doubled down on pleasure and my coping mechanisms, even as a second grader. Now that's a real buzzkill, and it takes all the wind out of any kind of ambition, because and it wasn't a decision. It was something that happened to me. There was obviously context leading up to this, but at that point I did give up as a coping mechanism. Why bother? Just imagine you're in a waiting room, and you ask somebody to hand you a magazine, and as they come over and hand you the magazine, you say, "Oh, never mind," and then they sit down, and then you say, "Oh, could you open up that curtain?" And then they stand up and they open up that curtain, and then you go, "Oh, could you close that?" And then pretty soon the person's got to go, "Fuck you," and sit down with a, That's what people do. And so that's what I did. I sort of did that on the world. I would say, "Fuck you. I'm opting out," not in some courageous way, more of a cowardice way, but still, it's what happened. And just through the events of transitioning, not getting what I had hoped out of transition, then finding the spiritual path, being led around the nose for 19 years, and then finally finding it. I could say from what I've learned is, if you can, don't give up. If you can't, you can't. Because like I said, when I gave up, it wasn't exactly a decision. It was just something that happened to me. But I'd say this: don't give up. Do this instead. Take a break. So healing your trauma. It's too fucking hard. I can't do it. Can't do it. It's too difficult. There's too many voices, too much inconsistency. I don't believe in myself. Instead of saying, "Okay, screw it. I'm not going to try. I'm giving up," you say, "I'm going to take a break." That break may be a day, a month, a year, 10 years. You may never get back on the track. But just don't give up. Don't give up. And you might look at me and say, "Look, hey, what are you doing? Come on. You don't have some fancy career. You don't have some beautiful house. You don't have great clothes and a huge Rolodex filled with people that want to hang out with you. You're one to talk." Well, largely, there's the project of taking a break. Really. I mean, there's when you think of episodic television, or serial television, like Deep Space Nine, Star Trek Deep Space Nine. There's there's the whole series arc of, like Odo finding his people, reuniting, and so forth. And then there are season arcs where the plot arc finishes up within that season, and then there's episodic arcs, or sometimes it's like 2 or possibly 3 episodes long. And so the not giving up is not giving up on the overarching arc. You don't know how. You don't know how. You don't got the strength. You don't know if you'll ever get the strength again. But don't give up. Because think about it for a minute. What do you get out of giving up? One thing it's important to know is you do get something out of giving up. There's certainty. There's a dividend. It's a little payoff. It's a very sour prize. It's not even the booby prize. All you get is a certainty of failure, or the certainty of not failing, and the certainty of not getting what you want. You just get the certainty. It's like a nothing prize, certainty. You get cognitive closure. That's what you get. You get cognitive closure. Okay, yeah, I'm nobody. I'll never be anywhere. I'll never go anywhere. I'm not going to do anything. I don't even need to try. That'll be a lot easier. Pass the Budweiser, pass the Buds, pass the Entenmann's chocolate cake. Yeah, that's what you get out of it. But you know what? You can have all the Budweiser, Buds, Entenmann's, all that stuff by taking a break. Just don't give up. Just don't give up. If you are so inclined to not give up. All right, thanks.